Uy, kain ka! Kain tayo! Believe it or not, I just greeted you in Tagalog. I just greeted you by offering you food. Interesting, no? Kumusta po kayo? Welcome back! Let's continue our journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog, the language of the Philippines. Food is a very big part of Filipino culture. Being invited to have a meal together is a sign that you are being accepted into the circle of the one who is inviting. However, the greeting "kain ka" or "kain tayo" shouldn't be taken literally. You should only use it if someone comes up to you when you are having a meal, like when a visitor comes while you're having lunch. It is considered impolite not to offer food, whether you intend to feed that person or not. On the other hand, it is also considered impolite to immediately accept the offer. So you should decline. You should only accept if your host insists on it and when food is finally served in front of you. Got it? Kain is the Tagalog root word which means eat in English. Root words are one element of creating Tagalog words like verbs. So, root words are not yet the verbs, but sometimes they function like a verb, which is the case with the greetings kain ka or kain tayo. In this video, I will talk about the Tagalog verbs equivalent to the English verb to eat. If you have been watching my videos, you already know that there are many versions of verbs that would have one equivalent in English. If you are new to this channel, please be prepared to be amazed by the fact that the English verb to eat or the Spanish comer or the French manger have several versions in Tagalog. And that you should click on the subscribe button and the bell notification button. Cool? Before I begin, please make sure that you have seen 3 of my previous videos, episode 63, episode 64, and 65. Those are my introductory videos on how Tagalog word works and how verbs are formed. If you have missed those, I strongly recommend that you see them to truly appreciate this current video, and you will find the links in the description box down below. Tara, pag-usapan natin ang salitang ugat na kain at kung paano ito gamitin. Always remember that in Tagalog, verbs start with root words. No root words, no verbs. Verbs are formed by combining a root word with affixes. There are many combinations producing several verbs from the same root word. Verbs are conjugated according to aspects and not tenses. Verbs behave according to focus system. For now, I will only tackle verbs under the actor focus and object focus. Actor focus verbs emphasize the actor or the doer of the action, and object focus verbs emphasize the object of the action. Please also remember that subjects for actor focus verbs are generally group 1 personal pronouns, and subjects for object focus verbs are generally group 2 personal pronouns. But there are exceptions to this rule, as you will see later. Alright, now let's get to know the root word kain, eat. The root word kain is also the imperative form, well, one of 2. You can use it as a command. Kain, eat. It is not very polite. To create a verb, we combine the root word kain with an affix, of which we have several: ma, in, I, and an. If you feel that I am going too fast, you may pause the video and rewind to the point you need to check back to. Cool? With our formula of combining the root word kain with the different affixes, you can now have the most basic form of a verb, the infinitive form. Tagalog has several versions of the infinitive verb to eat. Please take note of the placements of the affixes represented by the yellow letters. The many versions of the verb to eat in Tagalog are kumain, to eat; makain, to be able to eat; kainin, to eat; ikain, to eat for someone; KAINAN, to use for eating. All of these verbs have something to do with the act of eating. The infinitive form is also the second part of the imperative form, or the form that you use to command or to request someone. We will use them in simple sentences. By now, you must be aware that Tagalog has flexible sentence structure and word order. It has the subject-verb-object or SVO structure, which is similar to English. But this structure is considered very formal. In the examples I will mention in this video, I will use the verb, subject, object, or VSO form, which is considered to be more casual and the natural sounding sentence structure in Tagalog. Tara, simulan na natin. Let's start with the second form of the imperative form. Kumain ka, eat. Depending on your tone, it could mean two things. Say it softly, kumain ka, is an invitation to eat. Say it strongly, then it's a command. Kumain ka. This is exactly the same as the phrase kain ka. The difference is that the verb kumain is a fully conjugated verb. The focus of this sentence is the subject ka, you. The speaker is explicitly requesting or telling you to eat. No one else but you. Kumain ka ng agahan. Eat breakfast. Again, the focus here is the subject ka, you. The indirect marker ng is used. Ng agahan, breakfast. Kumain ka ng tanghalian. Eat lunch. Kumain ka ng hapunan. Eat dinner. The same nuance is observed with these two sentences using the verb kumain. Next, kainin mo. Eat or eat something. This is more forceful. This is not a request. This is an order. The focus here is the object which is not mentioned. That is the food that's in front of you. Kainin mo iyan. Eat it or eat that. Now we're getting a little bit specific and a little bit forceful. The speaker is telling you to eat that or some food both the speaker and you are aware of. Kainin mo ang agahan mo. Eat your breakfast. The speaker is now telling you to eat your breakfast. Not just any breakfast, but your breakfast. The same principle is applied in the next two examples. Kainin mo ang tanghalian mo. Eat your lunch. Kainin mo ang hapunan mo. Eat your dinner. Next, ikain mo ako. Eat for me. I know that this sounds a little bit strange, but we really say this. You can say this if you cannot go to a party or dinner and have your friend enjoy your supposed share of that dinner. The next one may also sound strange. Kainan mo ang pinggan. Eat on the plate. Or use the plate for eating. Yes, there is such a verb for eating on something or someplace. You may not hear this very often. Just be aware that it exists. The imperative forms of kain can show you the varied levels of sternness or forcefulness in requesting someone to eat. For example, kain ka? You're hesitant? Kumain ka? You don't want to? Kainin mo? You still don't want to? Kain. Interesting, no? Now, let's take a look at the verbs with different aspects. As I have explained in my previous videos, Tagalog verbs are conjugated according to aspects and not tenses. Let's begin with the progressive aspect or nagaganap. Please take note of the placements of the affixes represented by the yellow letters. The white letters are duplicates of the first two letters of the root word kain, K and A. Please take note of their placements too. Here goes. Kumakain ako. Huwag mo akong istorbuhin. I am eating. Don't disturb me. Use kumakain when you want to state a fact. You're eating. I'm eating. Istorbuhin is the infinitive verb to disturb. Kumakain ako ng durian. I eat durian or I am eating durian. This sentence implies two things. First, it states the fact that the speaker eats durian. Second, it states the action the speaker is doing. That is, currently eating durian. Nakakain ko ang durian. I can eat durian. Or, I am able to eat durian. This is an actor-focused verb, but it uses the group 2 pronoun ko instead of the group 1 pronoun ako. This is one of the exceptions to the rule. Kinakain ko ang baon ko. I am eating my packed lunch or packed meal. Ikinakain kita. I am eating for you. Kinakainan niya ang dahon ng saging. He or she is eating on banana leaf. Yes, eating on banana leaf is a Filipino thing. Banana leaf is a common disposable dining utensils, especially in rural areas. Now, let's try the completed aspect or naganap. This is when the action has already occurred, hence the action has been completed. Please take note of the placements of the affixes in yellow letters. The same nuances I discussed earlier are applied to the following sample sentences. Kumain ako. I ate. Kumain ako ng durian. I ate durian. Nakain ko ang durian. I was able to eat durian. Kinain ko ang baon ko. I ate my packed lunch or my packed meal. Ikinain kita. I ate for you. Kinainan niya ang dahon ng saging. He or she ate on banana leaf. Ayos ba? So far so good. This time, let's move on to contemplative aspect or magaganap. This is when the action has not yet occurred or is not presently occurring and is about to occur. Again, please take note of the placements of the affixes in the yellow letters and the reduplicated letters in white. Kakain ako. Huwag mo akong iistorbuhin. I will eat. Don't disturb me. The verb iistorbuhin is also in the progressive state. Kakain ako ng durian. I will eat durian. Makakain ko ang durian. I will be able to eat durian. Kakainin ko ang baon ko. I will eat my packed lunch or my packed meal. Ikakain kita. I will eat for you. Kakainan niya ang dahon ng saging. He or she will eat on banana leaf. The last aspect I will discuss is recently complete or katatapos. This is when the action has just occurred some short time ago. Hence, the action has recently been completed. The great thing about this aspect is that there's only one conjugated form for all of the verbs. It is formed with the prefix ka followed by the reduplicated letters K and A, and then the root word kain. You now have the verb kakakain, just ate. Verbs in the recently complete aspects are normally paired with the adverb lang, just. Here are our examples. Kakakain ko lang ng durian. I just ate durian. Kakakain ko lang ng baon ko. I just ate my packed lunch or my packed meal. Kakakain ko lang para sa iyo. I just ate for you. Kakakain ko lang sa dahon ng saging. I just ate on banana leaf. The more you get to know Tagalog verbs, the more you will realize how different Tagalog verb is from English or other languages. You don't need to memorize all of them. Just be aware that they work differently from your language. This channel's goal is to provide you with a point of reference that can guide you. With practice, you will be able to get the hang of it. The key really is to go out there and speak to your Filipino friends or partners. That's about it for now. If you think this video has been helpful, please click on the like button. That will help this channel reach more people. I will see you soon. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa susunod.